Hey fam, welcome to Babbling Tat. As always, I want to start off by saying thank you for being here, wherever you are and whatever you're doing right now. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. In today's Book Babble, we're diving into The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. I'll link it down in the description. If you've heard of Mel Robbins, you know she changes people's lives without the nonsense. And in this book, she teaches us to quit waiting, stop hesitating, and just do the damn thing. Let's be real. How many times have you known exactly what you needed to do, but instead of taking action, you froze, you hesitated, you overthought it? Maybe you convinced yourself that you weren't ready. Maybe you convinced yourself that you just do it later. Then nothing changed. Mel Robbins says that hesitation is a silent killer of our dreams, of our goals, and even of our confidence. And she gives us a ridiculously simple way to fix it. A 5-second countdown. Sounds too easy, right? Trust me, this tiny habit, this tiny little nugget can change everything. So let's get into it. The 5-second rule is simple. The moment you feel an instinct to act on something important, you count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Like a rocket. Blast off. And then you move before your brain talks you out of it. That's it. No waiting for motivation. No debating whether you feel like it, because you probably don't. Just count down and act. Count down and go. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How can something this basic, 5-second countdown, actually do anything? How can this actually work? Well, here's the thing. Our brains are wired to protect us from discomfort. Want to start a business? Your brain goes, what if you fail? Want to speak up in a meeting? Your brain says, what if they think you're dumb? Want to go to the gym? Your brain's probably, so Netflix and chill instead? And within 5 seconds, you've already talked yourself out of it. The 5-second rule interrupts that hesitation loop before your brain gets the chance to sabotage you. By counting down, you shift your brain from autopilot hesitation to decision mode. You override fear and activate your prefrontal cortex. It's that part of your brain responsible for problem solving, focus, and action. This tiny window between instinct and action, that's where this change happens. That's where those 5 seconds matter. And Mel didn't just make this up. There is real science behind it. When you count backwards, your brain has to focus, which interrupts your normal thought pattern, that normal hesitation loop. You literally are tricking your brain into shutting off self-doubt. Like just shutting off before it even starts. Neuroscientists call this metacognition, tracking your own thoughts so you can control your actions. And once you take that first step, the momentum kicks in. You start moving, and movement leads to motivation. It doesn't just come about of thin air. So let's bring this into real life. For example, waking up on time. You know the snooze button is your worst enemy. Or that you have 9,000 alarms in a row. I mean, right? Instead of hitting it, instead of just smacking snooze or turning it off knowing you have 17,000 more, count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up. That's the hardest part. Once you're up, you're up. I'm not just saying sit up and in bed and be here and then take seconds to think about it. No. I'm saying sit up, get out of bed. Boom, up. Once you are up, you are up. For example, speaking up. Let's say you have a great idea in a meeting, but you start doubting yourself. Instead of hesitating, count down, say it before you can second guess yourself. Or let's say working out. You know you want to exercise, you should exercise, whatever it may be. But you keep waiting to feel motivated. Instead of debating it, instead of thinking about it, count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, put your shoes on, and go do the damn thing. Or maybe you have to make a hard call or send a message. I just hate making phone calls. They give me terrible anxiety. But say you need to set a boundary, follow up on an opportunity, or apologize. Instead of overthinking, count down and just hit send. Are you starting to see the pattern here? You don't have to overthink it. You just have to move before hesitation kills the moment. It doesn't have to be a big task. Sometimes it's the smallest things that really feel the hardest to do. We tell ourselves this lie of, I'll do it when I'm ready. I'll do it when I feel ready, and that's that. And that is a trap. You will never feel ready. Mel Robbins says that waiting for motivation is like waiting for rain in the desert. It's unreliable. And as a desert resident, I can 1000% confirm this. Weather is unreliable out here. Just like waiting for motivation to appear. You only act when you feel like it. You'll stay exactly where you are. But if you act despite your feelings, you build a momentum. Now, it's not supposed to be easy. It's not going to be easy. That's kind of like the whole point, right? Action leads to motivation, not the other way around. Like, think about it. How many times have you not felt like working out, but once you get started, you felt great? I go through that all of the time, regular basis. Or not felt like cleaning, but once you began, you kept going. And once you were done, it felt better. That's the trick. You just start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5-second rule isn't just for productivity. It's a game changer for mental health too. Anxiety thrives on overthinking. The more we analyze, the worse we feel. Wash, rinse, repeat, yada, yada, yada. But the 5-second rule helps break this spiral. Spiraling about a mistake? Count down, shift your focus to the next step. Feeling stuck in a loop of negative thoughts? Count down, change your soundtrack, take action on something, even if it's small. It's not about fixing everything. It's about redirecting your energy before those feelings of anxiety take over. People have used this rule to overcome fears, improve their mental health, build businesses, to finally go after the life they want. I've used this rule for over a year now. And in that time, I've said yes to opportunities that scared me in my business and in my life. I've said yes to adventure and life instead of talking myself out of it. And above all, I started saying yes to me. Launching and recording this podcast, best believe I used the 5-second rule for that too. And I still do. Every single episode. Because let's be real, we all have those moments where doubt creeps in. We all do. We're human. But the difference between staying stuck and moving forward is what you do in those 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. That's all it takes. So here is my challenge for you. This week, pick one thing you've been putting off, big or small. A task, a shift in routine, just something that you've been putting off. When you feel yourself hesitating, count down and do it. Give yourself a good old 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Or blast off or insert or here. And then I want you to let me know how it goes. DM me, comment, tag me, whatever. I want to hear what happens when you stop waiting and you start moving. You start choosing the life that you want to live. Because you don't need outside permission. You don't need to feel ready. You just need 5 seconds of courage and giving yourself permission. I believe in you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go, baby, go. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the world to me if you shared it with a friend or shared it on your socials and tagged me in the show. And if you want to check out the 5-second rule yourself, the link is down in the description. Connect with the podcast directly on Instagram at Babbling Tat Podcast or connect with me at xxtatqueenxx. You can also visit the website at tatscorner.com for more resources, shop the store, get info about P3, read the blog, join the community, or just stay connected. The link is down in the description too. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the flip side.